Hello everyone!
We are the Group 9.
And we will give you a knowledge about
The foreign market entry strategies.
Foreign market entry strategies.
foreign market entry strategies.
Hello everyone! I'm Lloyd Martin E. Gabriola from the Group 9 and I'm about to discuss to you about the foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment is an investment made by a firm or an individual in one country into business interests located in another country. Foreign direct investment helps with our economic development. They have the potential to create jobs and employments. They also contribute tax revenue to the government. Foreign direct investment also helps transfer knowledge from developed countries to another country, and from that, will become technologically skilled, become better managers and entrepreneurs, moving up the economic value chain in the process, which increase in wages. And with that, it becomes the key to invest in our future. There are three types of foreign direct investment. Number 1, horizontal foreign direct investment. Number 2, vertical foreign direct investment. Number 3, conglomerate foreign direct investment. Horizontal foreign direct investment is where funds are invested abroad in the same industry. In other words, a business invests in a foreign firm that produces similar goods. For example, Nike, a US-based firm, purchased Puma, a Germany-based firm. They are both in the industry of sportswear and therefore would be classified as a form of horizontal foreign direct investment. Vertical foreign direct investment is where an investment is made within the supply chain, but not directly in the same industry. In other words, a business invests in a foreign firm that it may supply or sell to. Conglomerate foreign direct investment is where an investment is made in a completely different industry. This may seem strange to some, but offers big businesses an opportunity to expand and diversify into new areas. To explain, some big businesses come to a point where the demand for its fundamental business starts to decline. In order to survive, it must invest in new ventures. Even big businesses with strong demand may look to new industries where growth and return investment are significantly larger.
Good day everyone. So my name is John Hernandez and I am the reporters from Group 9. So first of all, I would like to discuss to you what is foreign market entry strategies. So it is planned and distribution delivery methods of goods or services to a new target market. In the import and export of services, it refers to creation, establishment, and management of contract in foreign country. So the first topic I would like to share to you is exporting. So exporting is defined as a strategy in which a company without marketing or production organization overseas exports a product from its home base. Often, the exported products is fundamentally the same as the one home market. So exporting is the as you can see, as the sale of products and services in foreign countries or made in the home country. Example of this is in Philippines. They selling products all over the country. Example of this is coconuts, banana oil, and etc.
Hello everyone, my name is Int'L. I'm one of the reporters. So my topic is all about licensing. So first, what is licensing? Licensing is agreement that permits a foreign company to use industrial property, that is, patents, trademarks, and copyrights. Technical know-how and skills, example is feasibility studies, manuals, technical advice, architectural engineering design, or any combination of these in foreign market. In other words, licensing is a contractual arrangement whereby the firm, the licensor, offers proprietary assets to foreign company. The licensing in exchange for royalty fees. That's where licensing works. You license a foreign company to manufacture your product and sell it in that market in return to your royalty payment. Licensing is not only restricted to tangible products, a service can be licensed well. In addition, granting a license protects the company's patents and or trademark against cancellation for non-use. This protection is especially crucial for a firm that, after investing in production and marketing facilities in foreign country, decides to leave the market either temporarily or permanently. This protection licensing is to ensure your company is properly licensed, helps to bring protection to yourself, your employees, and your customer. A company can avoid substantial risks and other difficulties with licensing. For example, loss of control of the licensee, manufacture and marketing operation and practices leading to loss of quality. An owner of valuable brand name can benefit greatly from brand licensing. Example of benefit is enhances the brand image and grows the value of the brand, increases awareness of the brand and its core products, reinforces brand positioning and brand message, build competitive advantage, build stronger relationship with the customer. Nevertheless, licensing has its negative aspect. Example is loss of control, partially or fully over your invention, relying of the licensee's ability to effectively commercialize your patent, risk of poor strategy or execution damaging a product success, poor quality management damaging your brand or product reputation. Licensing should be considered a two-way street, because a license also allows the original licensor to gain access to the licensee's technology and product.
Good day everyone, I'm Julius Abella Mina from BSBA MM31. For today, we are about to discuss management contract. Some cases, government pressure and restrictions force in a foreign company either to sell its domestic operations or to relinquish control. Under these circumstances, the company may have to formulate another way to generate the revenue given up. One way to generate revenue is to sign management contract. First, let me define management contract. Management contract is an arrangement under which operational control of an enterprise is vested by contract in a separate enterprise that performs the necessary managerial function in return for a fee. Management contract may be used as a sound strategy for entering a market with a minimum investment and minimum political risk. Management contract is also a common strategy in the hotel businesses.
Good morning everyone, my name is Mark Joseph Santos from BSBA MM31, and today we're going to discuss what is strategic alliance and joint venture are. First, strategic alliance. Strategic alliances are agreements between two or more independent companies to cooperate in the manufacturing, development, or sale of product and services. Sa madaling salita, ang strategic alliance ay isang paraan ng isang kumpanya para makipag-alyansa sa isa pang kumpanya para mapalago ang kanilang business. Meron tayong tatlong types ng strategic alliance. Una is joint venture, equity strategic alliance, and third, non-equity strategic alliance. Dun tayo sa joint venture. Joint venture is strategic alliance which two or more companies create legally independent to share some of their resources. Number 2, equity strategic alliance is an alliance which two or more firm own different percentage of the company. They are formed by combining some of their resources and capabilities. Number 3, non-equity alliance is an alliance which two or more firms develop a constructional relationship to share some of their unique resources and capabilities. What is advantage of strategic alliance? Number 1, sharing resources and expertise. Gaya nga nasabi ko, parang sa non-equity, ang company A, sinishare niya ang mga equipment and resources niya sa company B. At ganun din si company B. Sinishare niya din si company A. Number 2, new market penetration. Bakit new market penetration? Since dalawang company na sila, mas lumawak yung market nila kasi yung market ni company A ay magiging market din ni company B. Yung market ni company B ay magiging market na rin ni company A. Number 3, expanded production. Since nag-collab na ang dalawang company sa arrangement na ito, mas mapapalawak nila ang production nila dahil mas marami ang manpower na magagamit nila. Mas maraming machineries, mas maraming equipment. What is disadvantage of strategic alliance? Number 1, loss of control. Since hindi mo siya business na solo, meron kang kapartner, may mga times na mawawalan ka ng control sa nangyayari dahil dalawa kayong nagdesisyon. Unlike na sarili mong business, ikaw lahat ang masusunod. Dito sa strategic alliance, once na nakipag-arrange ka sa other company, may part na mawawalan ka ng control sa ibang bagay. Number 2, increased liability. Gaya nga nun, since dalawang company na kayo, mas lalaki yung liability mo dahil magiging liability mo na rin yung liability ng kabilang kumpanya. And let's discuss furthermore what is joint venture are. From the word itself, joint means something that is done together, and venture that it means business. So basically, joint venture is a joint business. Joint venture is a business arrangement in which two or more companies combine resources on a project or services. So may dalawang company na nagko-combine ng kanilang mga produkto at product para makabuo ng isa pang bagong produkto or business. Joint venture is not a partnership, though they do share some characteristics. The main difference between partnership and joint venture is that joint venture is limited to one particular project. Since joint venture is combined ng company A and company B, pero hindi sila totally na mag-partnership. Magsasama lang sila sa isang particular project or product at pagkatapos nun is maghihiwalay na uli sila. What is involved in a joint venture agreement? Those who enter in a joint venture agreement need a contract that spells out the parameters of their involvement. Since bago tayo papasok sa ganitong klase ng arrangement, dapat alam muna natin kung ano yung mga kapasidad ng company na sasama sa atin. Kasi pwedeng tayong malugi, pwedeng sila rin ang malugi. Dapat, bago kayo mag-join, alamin nyo muna kung hanggang saan yung part nyo doon sa gagawin na project. Dapat aware kayo, both company. Meron tayong dalawang types ng joint venture, which is personal-based and equipment-based joint venture. Ano yung personal-based? This type of partnership covers both the people themselves. Sa madaling salita, ang personal-based joint venture is sharing ng mga kanilang staff members or manpower, including staff and utility. Sa madaling salita, ang magtatrabaho sa company C is trabahador din ni company A and company B. Number 2, equipment-based joint venture. This type venture involves technology or machinery. For example, company A backs up the manufacturing technology to produce its new product. Ganun lang din. Si company A, pag mayroon siyang machinery na wala si company B, syempre, isi-share niya yun. Ganun din si company B. Pag mayroon siyang machinery na wala si company A, isi-share niya din yan. Ano nga, meron tayong advantage. Ano nga ba advantage ng joint venture? Number 1, access to new markets and distribution networks. Ganun nga, since dalawang company na sila, mas lalawak na yung market nila. Increase capacity, sharing risk and cost. Since dalawa na nga kayo, hindi ka na magki-carry ng risk mag-isa. Dalawa na kayo na magki-carry ng risk since dalawang company na kayo.
access to new knowledge and expertise. Since dalawang company nga kayo, si company A may mga bagay na mapupulit niya or matututunan niya kay company B, ganun din si company B. Si company A makikinabang sa mga staffs ni company B, si company B makikinabang din sa staff ni company A. Access to greatest resources, example, technology or machinery. Ganun din, makikinabang si company A sa mga gamit ni company B, si company B makikinabang din sa gamit ni company A. What is disadvantage of joint venture? Number 1, the objective of the venture is unclear. May mga times na may mga taong pumapasok sa joint venture na hindi nila alam kung ano yung part nila. Kaya importante na alam mo bago ka pumasok. Alam mo kung ano yung parameters ng company mo bago ka makipag-collab sa isa pang company. Number 2, the communication between partners are not great. Since dalawang company nga kayo, hindi ganun ka-concrete yung partnership nyo dahil hindi ganun ka-concrete yung goal ng dalawang company. Maybe iba ang goal ni A at iba ang goal ni company B. Number 3, the partners expect different things from the venture. Since dalawa nga kayo, maybe may ina-expect si company A na hindi ina-expect ni company B. So, kailangan pareho kayo nang ina-expect. Kasi pag hindi, magkakatalo kayong dalawa at pwedeng mabuhog pa yung business niya. The level of expertise and investment are not equally matched. Paano naging disadvantage to? Sa ganitong paraan, maybe si company A makikipag-collab kay company B, but si company A ay lack of resources, which is meron si company B. Sa ganong paraan, medyo mag-feel ni company B na lugi siya kasi halos sa kanya yung resources na gagamitin. The last, the work and resources are distributed equally. Since dalawa na nga ang company, maybe magkakatalo rin sila sa mga distribution na job. Maybe gusto ni company A na 50% ng staff ay kasama sa company niya. Maybe si company B gusto niya is half of staff niya din ang nagtatrabaho sa company C. Halimbawa ng mga joint venture is Barnes and Noble plus Starbucks. Si Barnes and Noble sa isang bookstore at si Starbucks ay isang coffee shop. Nagiging joint venture to kasi may mga store na magkasama si Barnes and Noble and Starbucks. Number 2, Samsung and Spotify. Bakit naging joint venture to? May mga Samsung smartphones na pag binili mo is automatic na Spotify na. Hindi mo na kailangan siya i-download. Number 3, Ford and Toyota. Working together to develop a hybrid truck. Si Ford and Toyota ay nagko-collab para mag-build ng mga hybrid na truck, mga malalaking kotse na pinoproduce nila sa market.
The next thing I would like to tackle all about is assembly operation. So, what is assembly operation? An assembly operation is a variation of manufacturing strategy. According to the U.S. Customs Service, assembly means fitting or joining together solid components, maybe welding, soldering, riveting, gluing, laminating, and sewing. So, assembly operation is a compromise settlement between exporting and foreign manufacturing. The firm or the business enterprise produces domestically all or most and the components of ingredients of its product and ships them to foreign markets to be put together as a finished product. So aside from assembly operation, a host country established a screwdriver assembly. So what is screwdriver assembly? An overseas subsidiary of a multinational company that simply assembles parts delivered to it by a parent company from abroad. So such as screwdriver subsidiaries have only limited opportunities for creating jobs in the host country where the subsidiary is located and offer few opportunities for technology transfer. So foreign trade zones or FTZs, it is a secure domestic area internationally commerce considered to be illegally outside a country customs territory. It is an area designated by a government for the duty-free entry of goods. It is also a location where imports may be handled with few regulations and little no customs duties, and excise taxes are collected. So foreign trade zones, it is under from U.S. Customs and Border Protections or CBP. Supervisions that are generally considered outside CBP territory upon activation located in or near CBP ports of entry. There are also United States versions of what are known internationally as free trade zones. Example given is Hong Kong, Singapore, Panama, and etc. Aside from FPZ, there is an EPZ, what we call Export Processing Zone. It's a customs area where one is allowed to import plant, machinery, equipment, and material for the manufacturing of export goods under security. Without a payment of duty, the imported goods are subject to customs control at importation through the manufacturing process to the time of a sale or export or duty payment for home consumption.
Hello everyone, it's me again, and now I will discuss to you about manufacturing. Manufacturing is the production of products for use or sale using labor and machines, tools, and chemical or biological processing or formulation. It can be employed as a strategy involving all or some manufacturing in a foreign country. The goal of manufacturing strategies may be to set up a production base inside the target market country as a means of invading it. Foreign direct investment always brings additional resources that are very desirable to developing economies, such as technology, management expertise, and access to export markets. There are several reasons why a company chooses to invest in a manufacturing facilities abroad. Number 1, backward vertical integrations. That refers to an arrangement in which the supply chain of a company is integrated and owned by that company. Number 2, take advantage of lower labor cost or other abundant factors of production. Manufacturing in a host country can make the company's product more price competitive because the company can avoid or minimize high import taxes as well as other trade barriers.
My next topic is all about turnkey operations. So first, what is turnkey operations? Turnkey operation is agreement by the seller to supply a buyer with a facility fully equipped and ready to be operated by the buyer's personnel, who will be trained by the seller. For example, in fast food chain franchising, when a franchisor agrees to select a store site, build the store, equip it, train the franchisee and employees, and sometimes arrange for the financing. So in international marketing, the term is usually associated with giant projects that are sold to government or government-run companies.
So now, this is the second to the last topic that we will be discussing to you, and this is all about analysis of entry strategies. Analysis of entry strategies. Whether you are introducing a new product to the market or entering a new market with an existing product, a coherent market entry strategy is necessary. Your business needs to evaluate any barriers to entry, such as cost, legal considerations, industry regulations, and existing competition. If there are no significant barriers to market entry, your business should proceed in designing and implementing its market entry strategy. When entering a foreign market, there are a number of additional considerations. Your business has 4 general strategies for entry: exporting, licensing, joint venture, and direct investment. Exporting. Exporting means sending goods produced in one country to sell them in another country. Exporting is a low-risk strategy that businesses find attractive for several reasons. First, mature products in a domestic market might find new growth opportunities overseas. Second, some firms find it less risky and more profitable to export existing products instead of developing new products. Third, firms that face seasonal domestic demand might choose to market their offerings abroad to balance out seasonal demand in their revenue streams. And finally, some firms might export because there is less competition overseas. Licensing is a relatively sophisticated arrangement where a firm transfers the rights to the use of a product or service to another firm. It is a particularly useful strategy if the purchaser of the license has a relatively large market share in the market you want to enter. Joint ventures are a particular form of partnership that involves the creation of a third independently managed company. It is a 1 plus 1 equals 3 process. Two companies agree to work together in a particular market, either geographic or product, and create a third company to undertake this. Risk and profits are normally shared equally. The best example of joint venture is Sony Ericsson cell phone. And lastly, the direct investment provides capital funding in an exchange for an equity interest without the purchase of regular shares of a company's stock.
Good day everyone, I'm Julius Abelia Mino once again. For today, we are about to discuss acquisition. When a manufacturer wants to enter a foreign market rapidly and yet retain maximum control, direct investment through acquisition should be considered. First, let me define the word acquisition. Acquisition is the process of obtaining something or the thing that is obtained. Acquisition is viewed in a different light form of other kinds of foreign direct investment. These two are greenfield enterprise and brownfield. Greenfield enterprise, a government generally welcomes a foreign investment that starts up a new enterprise. Under this acquisition is very likely to be perceived as exploitation or a blow to national pride. While the brownfield or a special case of acquisition, this most often when investors transfer resources dominate those provided by an acquired firm. This hybrid mode of entry requires the investor to extensively restructure the acquired company so to assure fit between the two organizations. Take note of this. Brownfield is a worldwide strategy to consider when neither pure acquisition nor greenfield is feasible. Due to the sensitive nature of acquisition, there are more legal hardness to surmount. International mergers and acquisitions are complex, expensive, and risky because of the following: finding a suitable company, determining a fair price, acquisition depth, merging two management teams, language and cultural differences, employment resentment, and geographic distance. Sometimes, it may be better to walk away from a deal. The reason for exiting from a deal include high price, no agreement on government's issue, no synergies, poor quality of management, environmental issues, ethical reasons, no strategic fit, detection of significant unrecorded or undisclosed liability, potential problems with antitrust law, and uncertainty about legal or tax aspects. According to study by Business Week and Mercer Management Consulting, mergers and acquisition do not benefit the stockholders. When judged by stock performance in relation to Standard and Poor industry indexes, about half of the 150 bills are shareholder wealth, while another one-third hardly contributed anything. Yet, in spite of the high failure rate of cross-border acquisition, more and more international deals may be expected. A follow-up study showed that transatlantic pledges stand a better chances to succeed, far better than the usual success ratio of American domestic or inter-European deals.